All right, welcome back to another What the Fish video, and this is a pretty exciting video in my opinion. We are going to be introducing our two new clownfish. So the tank has been sitting for quite a while. It's been ready to go for quite some time. I like to take things a little on the safe side and give it a little more time, just to make sure that everything's good. Did a bunch of water testing and stuff like that. So yeah, we're solid. We're solid to introduce fish, and then probably in a couple weeks time, I'll give them either an anemone or an LPS, like a hammer coral or something. After that, we'll probably do the Watchman Gobian pistol shrimp. So it's gonna take some time to get this together, but it's better to take your time than to rush into everything. So without further ado, let me go ahead and grab the fish. So this is our black clownfish that we just got. It is beautiful, it looks incredibly healthy. I got this from a store called Upscales Reptiles and Aquarium. It's a fantastic shop. The owner is incredibly helpful. Helped me pick out this one. I'll go ahead and grab the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one in the tank to start the acclimation. Here's our other black clowny. These two were already sharing a tank together. They were already paired up. I didn't want to separate them. They're both roughly the same size still. So I'm not sure if one of them chose to turn female yet. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw him in the tank as well to start the acclimation for him. Or it. I guess they're he's until one of them decides to turn female. But I am super excited. So we're gonna let this sit for 15 minutes. I'm not gonna film it because I'm doing this on my phone. I don't have a better camera yet for this, but yeah, we'll come back after 15 minutes. Oh man, I just realized that this is gonna be challenging because I only have a phone to use right now. But we're about to put the fish in. They are fully acclimated. I'm gonna go ahead and get them in the net and into the tank, and then we'll be right back. All right, so they're both in, and this is kind of the corner I felt like they were gonna go to anyways. But they both look very good. Like I said, they were paired up at the shop. I didn't want to separate them, so I kept them together. A little bit of a size comparison. They're really not that big at all. And yeah, I'm super excited about this. They will be nervous at first, you know, just because it is a new tank. You know, they're going to be timid to move around, but once they see that there's no danger in the tank for them, they'll be brave and they'll be swimming around in no time. Now let's talk about these clownfish. These are Ocellaris clownfish. The dominant black color is a color morph, and the orange head will likely fade to black over time. But these two clowns are still youngsters. Clownfish are oftentimes the reason why people get into the saltwater hobby to begin with. They don't exactly swim like other fish, but instead look like they're waddling around. It's pretty funny. These fish are also hardy fish, meaning that they can survive tougher parameters in a tank than most other fish. But I made sure that everything was good with this tank first before introducing them, obviously. Keeping up with good water quality, clownfish have a tendency to live past their average lifespan of about 5 to 10 years. Some have even been reported to live over 25 years in an aquarium setting. So if you're serious about keeping your clownfish, like I am, you better be in it for the long haul. Clownfish are also omnivores, so their diet is both herbivore and carnivorous in nature. I currently have pellets that I attempt to feed these guys, and they just would put the pellet in their mouth and spit it out. So what I've been doing is grabbing a little salt water out of their tank, putting it into a container to thaw out some shrimp. I crush up a few pellets and I put it into a syringe for more control as to how much food I'm putting into the aquarium. After all, we want to make sure that we don't get ammonia spikes, with overfeeding especially. Crushing up those pellets and mixing it with the shrimp got them used to the scent of the pellets as well. So in the morning, I'll give them a couple pellets each, then give them a hearty shrimp dinner before they tuck themselves away under the rock to sleep together.
Typically, clownfish, due to being territorial, should be introduced later into the tank if you know you're going to have more than just one species. Being that this is a nano tank, these two clowns are going to be my showcase fish inside of this particular tank. This will be their home along with an LPS coral that they may or may not choose to host. I know earlier in the video I mentioned I plan on getting a Watchman goby and a pistol shrimp, which will be introduced at the same time. But I will have a backup tank for them, just in case the clowns are not happy with those additions. These two particular clowns are in fact captive bred and not wild caught. This was an intentional choice due to the fact that captive bred clowns tend to be less aggressive as they are used to sharing a tank with other fish. These two clowns were in fact sharing a tank with other fish when I got them. You'll also notice that these clowns are in fact roughly the same size. This also affects their behavior to each other. Since the recording of this video, I've been monitoring everything for a week now, and they do this shimmy dance where one will swim at an angle and shake almost like it's having a seizure. This, in fact, is the way the clownfish is telling the other that it will submit to them. This is a part of the hierarchy process in which figuring out which one will become the dominant one, and likely to become the female. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and if you got this far, please consider subscribing and liking the video. That definitely helps with the algorithm, and I will catch you guys on the next one.